Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's lesson. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Let's go ahead and take a look at today's lesson objective. So today we will represent numerically 4-digit dividend division with divisors of 2, 3, 4, and 5, decomposing with a remainder up to 3 times. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at today's problem. So today we are going to be dividing 4,325 by 3. So we are going to use the standard algorithm or a long division method of dividing. So in order to do that, we have to figure out which one's our dividend, and our dividend is the number that we are dividing, the number of items we're dividing. So that's 4,325. And we are dividing that into 3 groups. So we're going to go ahead and place that into our little underneath to the right of our box. So let's go ahead and start dividing. So the first thing we need to do is we have 4,000s. We have to figure out how many times can those 4,000s be divided into 3 groups equally. So I can take 1,000 and I can divide that into my 3 groups. So that's going to give me 1 times 3, which is mean I used 3 of those thousands. Okay, so we've already used 3 of those thousands. Now I'm going to figure out how many thousands do I have left over. So if I do 4 minus 3, that gives me 1. So I have 1,000 left over. Now I'm going to take that 1,000, I'm going to turn it into hundreds, and I'm going to combine that with my 3 other hundreds. So now I have 13 hundreds. So how many hundreds can I divide into 3 groups? Well, I know I can, if I do 4 times 3, that's going to be 12. So I can use 12 of those hundreds. So I've used 12 of those hundreds. I now have 100 left over. Now I'm going to take that 100, I'm going to combine it with my tens. So I have 2 tens already. I'm going to take that 100, turn into 10 tens. So now I have 12 tens. So how many times can 12 tens be divided into 3 groups? Well, I know 4 times 3 is 12, so that is going to be 4. I can put 4 tens in each of my 3 groups. So that means I used up all 12 of my tens, which means I don't have any tens left over. Now, let's go ahead and go to our ones. I'm going to bring my 1 over here. So I have 5 ones. So now how many times can 5 ones be divided equally into 3 groups? So if I take 5, I know that 2 times 3 is 6. That's a little bit more than 5, so I don't have enough. So I can only put 1 1 in each of my groups. So if I use 1 1 in each of my groups, that means I used 3 ones. And so how many ones do I have left over? Ooh, and that's really small. So I have 5 take away 2 ones, which is going to give me 2. So I have 2 ones left over, which means now I can't really make it any smaller. So I have a remainder of 2. So my quotient, my answer is 1,441 with a remainder of 2. So now let's go ahead and check our answer to make sure we got the right one. So my quotient is 1,441 with a remainder of 2. So that means that if I take 1,441 and I multiply this by 3, that will give me 1 times 3 is 3. 4 times 3 is 12. I'm going to put down those 2 tens, move 10 of those tens over to my 100. So I have 4 hundreds times 3. So 3 groups of 400. So that's going to give me 12 hundreds plus 1 more 100 is going to be 1,300. So I'm going to turn those 10 hundreds into 1,000. So I have 1,000 times 3, which is 3 plus 1 more, which is 4,000. Now I have 4,321, which is not quite the same as what our original dividend was, but we also had a remainder of 2. So if I take that 4,323 and add my remainder of 2, that will give me 4,325, which is the same as our dividend. So we did our math correctly. All right, everybody. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Let's go ahead and look at today's lesson objective. So today we represented numerically 4-digit dividend division with divisors of 2, 3, 4, and 5, decomposing a remainder up to 3 times. All right. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Make sure that you do your problem set and your practice activities and group activities, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone. Have a great day.